and welcome back to Lee Live. It's so good to be getting back in the flow of things after winter break.
Hey, speaking of getting back into the flow of things, a music rehearsal just happened, right?
Yeah, I am in the musical. Why do you ask?
Well, I was wondering what your voice type was.
That's actually a good question. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, Riley can tell us a little bit about it.
Thank God. Take it away, Riley.
Today, I'm going to be explaining the differences between a chest voice and a head voice in singing. In singing, your chest voice is usually your stronger voice. It is lower in a singer's range, is easier for them to hit. Chest voices are what singers use when they want to belt. This is why it is usually louder in your chest voice. The higher in your chest voice you go, the more air you have to use to make the sound. Your chest voice is more rich and powerful, used in more power moment songs. Depending on the singer's range of your chest voice changes based on your range. Based on your gender and how much training and practice you have, you could have a very wide range. At the top of your range is your passaggio break, or the break. This is the point in your range where your voice has to switch from your chest voice to your head voice. This is because if you try to belt out of your range, it won't sound good and can damage your vocal. It might also hurt your voice if you strain too much. In certain songs, they might have one spot where you have to switch from your chest to your head voice because of the type of song you're singing, or if it is out of your range. Even if you can hit notes in your chest voice, it might not be the right time. You want to use the voice that fits the song type best and gets across the message you want. Your head voice is your higher voice used to hit the highest notes in your range or songs like opera. Your head voice is meant to be more soft and airy. It is used for more classical songs or higher notes. In your head voice, it feels like you're singing from your forehead or nose, more because it's higher. The vibrations in your chest voice come more from your chest and throat area. Singing songs right in your break can be hard sometimes, and many singers spend a lot of time training their voice to have a perfect blend. Some songs could use only one voice type depending on where it is in your range. Some songs have a mix of both and use each one to express different emotions and give it a different feel.
Wow, that was very helpful.
Right, now I know I definitely love to use my head voice.
Yeah, I'm not a very good singer, so all of that just kind of sounded like gibberish to me.
Now I can finally be in tune when I sing alone in my room at night to my dog.
Oh, Callie, she's such an angel.
Yeah, isn't she?
She's adorable. Wait, what type of dog was she again?
Now that I think about it, I actually have no clue. But thankfully we have Cody here to tell us all about the different types of dogs.
I love dogs for countless reasons, but it all begins with the feeling they bring into my life, something warm, steady, and honest. When I think about why dogs mean so much to me, not just one thing, it's a combination of their loyalty, their personality, their emotional institution, and the way they transform even the smallest moments into something meaningful. Dogs have a way of loving that feels incredibly genuine. Their affection is simple and pure, no conditions, no expectations, no hidden motives. When a dog looks at you with that soft, trusting gaze, it's like being seen for who you are without judgment. They don't care about your mistakes or imperfections. To them, their world, and that kind of acceptance is rare. And another reason I love dogs is their ability to understand emotions in a way that sometimes even people don't. A dog can sense sadness in your voice or tension in your posture. They seem to know exactly when to come sit beside you, offering silent comfort just by being close. They don't try to fix anything, they just stay, and somehow that makes things feel easier. Your presence alone has a calming effect, like a reminder that you are not alone. Dogs also bring an incredible amount of joy into your day, into everyday life. They find excitement in the simplest things, going for a walk, hearing you come home, playing with a toy, or just curling up next to you. That joy is contagious. It pulls you out of your head and into the present moment. Dogs remind us to appreciate things we might otherwise overlook. Fresh air, movement, sunshine, like routineness, or quiet evenings with them. Ordinary moments turn into small celebration. And that dogs are funny. They have their own quirks or their own personalities, their own ways of making you laugh without even trying, whether the way They tilt their head in confusion, zoom around the house for no reason or exact dramatic. When they don't get their way, dogs are natural comedians. They bring lightness into life, especially on days when things feel heavy. Another thing I love about dogs is their loyalty when they bond with you. The deep and unwavering. They stand by you in a way that feels almost not human or yet pure. Dog doesn't care about your status, your accomplishments, or what you own. They care about how you treat them and how you make them feel. Because of that, their loyalty feels earned and meaningful.
Thankfully for that video, now I know exactly why I love Callie so much.
Oh, she is so cute.
Exactly. I have about 1 million pictures of her on my phone. Do you want to see?
With that damn phone, you're always on it.
Well, yeah, technology is the future. Sooner or later, everything's going to be online and we're going to have robots in our house telling us what to do.
That sounds fun, but also a little bit scary. Like, anyone can program them to do whatever they want.
Yeah, that reminds me of the robotics team at our school, actually.
Ooh, I wonder how they're doing this season.
Well, thankfully for you, I have Sam Cashman here to answer a couple of questions. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Well, first I just wanted to ask you if you could tell me a little bit about robotics and what exactly you do.
Well, there's a lot of things that go towards building a new team. You have robots, you have coding, you have new materials that you have to get. It's really all about trying to get a robot to where you can control it on your own and to where it can also be autonomous and do its own objective.
That's interesting. So what kind of topics do you focus on? I know you just said building and gathering stuff, but...
Well, other than that, there's communication, collaboration, and really the third one is mostly mechanics, because you have to come together as a group to agree upon an idea to create, and then you build that, which is where mechanics come along. You build the robot, and somehow you have to get it to perform all these amazing objectives.
So yeah, on that topic, what kind of hobbies or interests do you cater to, like a builder or like a coder?
Well, I mean, it can really interest anyone. We have multiple groups, which includes part of what Lee Live does. You get portfolios really throughout the year to see what the team is doing. But you also have builders who have literally built robots for almost their whole life, now coming into robotics and now building a robot for a challenge.
That's interesting. So I know you said there's a lot of different groups within. How do you guys split up amongst yourselves and still get everything done? Is there a certain rhythm that you do it?
I mean, really, we come together and decide what we're going to do. And then we split off into mostly about 3 groups. One is the mechanic side, which is the builders. They're actually the ones building the robot. Then you have the coders, which are using blocking and Python to make the robot go autonomously and go on its own. And then you have everyone who's getting the data and the day-to-day stuff for the portfolio. So at the end, they hand in to basically the people who run a competition, and they show what they've done. So you have really how the process started, then you have how the actual robot performed, and then at the end you have more or less your feelings at the end.
Oh, that's interesting. So you have all these people coming together, but what kind of students do you guys actually welcome? Is it just high school or is it everyone?
It's everyone. Middle schoolers, high schoolers, we don't really have a preference. Anyone can join.
That's good to hear. So what exactly is your main project at this moment?
That's a tough one because it always changes day to day. You have your end goal, which is we want to get into a competition, but even if we don't accomplish that, we still have a pride of building a robot that hopefully works.
That is awesome. So how exactly does this robot come together? How does it work? Do you have any simple answer for that, or is it just...
Well, I mean, first you have a controller, or the controller part of the competition, where you use a controller and you actually control what the robot does. And then you have the coding, which is the blocking in Python, which runs the robot autonomously for about 1 or 2 minutes.
That's interesting. So with all this coding and this building and everything, how do you guys all end up working together to make a common goal? I know it must be hard because you have so many different types of people in that club.
I mean, it really starts in the beginning. We we meet on the first day and we have to decide what each of us wants to do, what we want to accomplish. It's almost like a sports team. Like, do you want to go for the championship, or are you just doing it for fun?
That's interesting. Well, thank you so much for coming here today, Sam. We really appreciate it.
And no problem, but I just want to say, if you ever want to join robotics, you can meet on Tuesday. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from about 2:30 to 3:30. So if you ever want to stop by, you're welcome.
Thank you. That was a lot of information to take in. I hope anybody who's interested in robotics remembers all of that, and maybe they can become a member next year.
And no problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you all for listening. That was really helpful. I hope anybody who has any interest in coding or building or anything will stop by Miss Verdi's room, or maybe even Miss Cuevas' to let them know that they're interested in joining.
That sounds like something really fun to do. You can go, be helpful, and learn new things. It kind of sounds like a New Year's resolution.
I know, it's impressive how much work goes into it. I wish I could work as hard as the people in that group.
So do I. That would probably be one of my resolutions, to try and work harder this year.
Yeah, maybe that could actually be my New Year's resolution too.
You're gonna steal my idea?
Sorry. Actually, I kind of wish that we heard more about some more New Year's resolutions around the school.
Well, lucky for you, Jimmy and Emma are here to tell us all about New Year's resolutions going on at our school.
Thank God.
Hi, I'm Jimmy,
And I'm Emmett.
and today's question of the week was
What's your New Year's resolution?
Boom Takalaka! Hi, I'm Jimmy, and I'm with
Tristan.
And what's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to do the best I can with school and sports.
You're like so inspirational, dude. I aspire to be like you. You're so cool, nonchalant, amazing, tall.
People usually inspire to be like me, you know. But thanks. Keep dreaming, kid.
I'm here with.
Cameron.
And what's your New Year's resolution?
To be the best basketball player.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm with.
Ethan,
And what's your New Year's resolution?
to be the kindest person I can.
I'm here with.
Riley Filio.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To sing more.
It's pretty cool.
I'm with.
Matthew Masson.
And what's your New Year's resolution?
Just be a better person.
I'm here with.
Declan,
What's your New Year's resolution?
I would like to build more Legos.
That's a pretty cool one.
I'm with. And what's your New Year's resolution?
Probably to stay out of drama.
I'm here with.
Giovanna.
What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't have one.
I'm with.
Jaden.
And what's your New Year's resolution?
Get better grades.
Dude, me too. I need to lock in for
I'm here with.
Alton Lopez,
What's your New Year's resolution?
just be a better person.
He's a pretty good guy, no? He's a great guy. Jimmy, what's your New Year's resolution?
I'm trying to get taller, you know. Norton's always called me short, so
Good luck with that, man.
Just gonna get.
That was very entertaining.
Very. Maybe I'll finally settle on a New Year's resolution this year.
Well, mine is to go see a concert live.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. Who do you want to see?
I don't know, maybe Alex Warren?
What about like Taylor Swift or The Weeknd or maybe even Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah, they're all pretty cool. They're really good.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo is so talented. I wonder if any of her songs made it on the top 10 this week.
Unfortunately, this week they didn't.
Wait, how would you know that?
Well, I actually have a list prepared for you.
Ooh.
This week's top 10 songs had a wide variety. Starting at number 10, Olivia Dean eases us in with a So Easy to Fall in Love, a smooth, tender track that feels effortless all the right ways. Jumping to number 9, we have Where Is My Husband by Ray. It brings pure chaos and confidence in a dramatic, hilarious, and totally unforgettable. At number 8, we have two pop giants collide as Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars deliver a bold, emotional powerhouse with Die With a Smile. Climbing to number 7, Taylor Swift returns with Opalite, a glowing, introspective track that sparkles just beneath the surface. Number 6 is Golden by Huntrix from the new movie K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a sleek genre-blending collaboration that feels modern and addictive. At number 5, we have LL and Janelle with Choosin' Texas, brings heart and grit, grounding the chart with a strong country presence. Breaking into the top 4 is again Olivia Dean with Man with A Man I Need, a warm, soulful, and quietly powerful. At number 3, Bruno Mars keeps the momentum going with I Just Might, smooth vocals and a classic groove doing what he does best. Number 2 is Alex Warren's Ordinary, an emotional standout that turns vulnerability into something athletic. And finally, reigning at number 1, Taylor Swift has The Fate of Ophelia. It takes the crown, dramatic, poetic, and absolutely commanding. A chart topper that feels destined to stay right where it is. Those are the week's top songs, with Taylor Swift and Olivia Dean being our only repeat.
Wow, those are some great songs.
Right? I can't stop singing Where's My Husband all the time with my friends.
I know, I love all those songs, but you know, I'm also a sucker for musicals.
Same.
If only we had a list for those.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Well, Gia here is to tell us about some of her favorite musicals.
Ooh.
The top 10 musicals are very debatable among all musical enjoyers, but I'm here to tell you about my top 10 musicals, according to me. My contenders include Heathers, Epic the Musical, Hamilton, Wicked, Hadestown, Dear Evan Hansen, and Dear Evan Hansen. These are just my most enjoyed musicals. I encourage you to listen to anything you'd like. First up is Heathers, which me and my friends dressed up for as Halloween. Heathers is another modern musical that paints an over-exaggerated picture of high school life. Veronica, the main character, finally makes it into a clique and meets a new boy. After everything goes wrong, she finds a new way to make the world a more beautiful place. Epic the Musical is a wonderful retelling of the Odyssey by Homer. Composed by Jorge Rivera Herons, he also voices Odysseus. This musical is very self-explanatory, but is amazing when you're listening to it. It was my top everything for music this year. Hamilton is a classic. Although it was on Broadway in 2015, this musical retells the establishment of the United States through the eyes of Alexander Hamilton. Wicked is a spin-off of The Wizard of Oz, but through Elphaba and Glinda's point of view. It has just been recently popularized by the Wicked movies. Hadestown is one of my personal favorites. It's about the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice's love for each other, and how he would do anything for her. But doubt consumes him and Eurydice pays the price. Another musical about high school life, we have Dear Evan Hansen. This musical is about a boy named Evan who's tasked to write a letter to himself every day that starts with the words, Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be a good day, and here's why. He does this to build up with his anxiety. Evan's desire to please everyone takes a toll on him after he gets mixed up in an elaborate lie, resulting in fame and his life turning around. Those are just a few of the many musicals I love so much.
Oh my gosh, I love all of those musicals.
Right? My favorite is definitely Hamilton.
Well, I personally love Epic because all the music is so incredible.
It is. It's so good. I would love if it would come to Broadway one day.
I would love to travel to Broadway. That's on my bucket list.
Really? But what isn't on your bucket list?
Well, I'd love to travel all around the world, like Greece or Paris or, maybe even India.
India? Why? What's new in India?
Well, I heard they have some beautiful festivals. Actually, here's Michaela to tell us about some festivals happening in India right now.
Hi, it's Michaela. So in 2026, there are some super cool things happening for middle and high school students around the world. For example, in India, they just had the 69th National School Games, and there are some awesome sports like Taekwondo and Judo. Plus, there are the Kerala State School Arts Festival, where thousands of students get to show off their talents in art and music. There's also a cool science exhibition in India where students can showcase their awesome project. And if you are into business idea, there are a student entrepreneur competition where you can pitch your own cool business idea. So there's a lot of fun stuff to get involved in and so show off your skills.
Wow, that was so interesting.
Yeah, I think India just jumped up a couple notches on my bucket list.
Well, I had a great time hosting with you today.
Me as well.
Thank you everybody for watching today.
Have a great day.
stretch out my hand. Oh, me say, oh, me tell you to run. On the way.